Click below to watch the original Sins video. The 0 comes in before the rest of the text layers.
Dude, the door at the top of the ramp is completely unlocked. Also, Zeus is addicted to doors.
Yeah, well, Zeus is addicted to a lot of things.
Why do you stay with him?
He's been good to us, Percy, in ways you don't understand.
Percy's mom refers to herself and her vagina as us.
I highly doubt that Smelly Gabe is in any way sexually satisfying.
Couldn't Mrs. Dobbs have picked a better time to attack Percy?
Dobbs.
This is a pen. This is a pen.
She gave me a pen. In my arm, she gave me a pen.
This Sin somehow escaped from those YouTube poops at the end of CinemaSins videos.
Camp Half-Blood. So, I'm guessing J.K. Rowling gets a royalty every time this plays on TV?
I will fight you.
Percy only ran out here to protect his mom, so after she's turned into soul dust or whatever, why the f*** doesn't Percy just run back inside the safe gate?
Because he wants revenge against the Minotaur for killing his fucking mom.
That's because your brain's hardwired for ancient Greek, not English.
What?
I kind of agree with this Sin. As someone with ADHD who is not a demigod, the decision to reveal that Percy's ADHD and dyslexia was the result of his demigod heritage has always felt kind of weird to me.
Not to be racist, but would hot girls be able to get it on with a guy who has a goat penis?
I'm just gonna go ahead and add a miss Sin for this version of Grover not being anything like the one in the book. Don't get me wrong, Brendan T. Jackson's a good actor and the character he's playing is fine, but it just does not even remotely resemble the character from the book.
So does every demigod have something that restores their strength and power? Like, does the wisdom and battle strategy chick get her cuts healed by touching a dictionary or the art of war?
While I assume all of the demigods have an enhanced healing factor to some degree, the instant healing when coming into contact with water is a power unique to children of Poseidon.
Hey, Percy? We're having a party at our place later.
And we would really love it if you came.
I just did.
Dude, these are teenagers.
You've won one battle, and I've won hundreds.
That's not true. Percy won the battle with the Minotaur, and then he won the battle with you. And if you count the courage it takes to wake up every day and face dyslexia and ADHD, well then he's really won 3 battles now, hasn't he?
Oh, come on, dude. Annabeth has been at camp for a while at this point, so you don't know how many battles she's won. Also, she has ADHD and dyslexia too. All of the demigods do.
I guess it's not really a sin if the characters had never been to Nashville, but coming into the city from the north like this, it would have been way faster to get to the Parthenon had they taken this turn.
Well, the characters have never been to Nashville, so by your own admission, this is not a sin.
The Greek gods definitely only want to hide things in the continental United States.
I know that it's never explained in the movie because it's shit, but the gods are currently based out of America because they follow the heart of Western civilization.
Cute sight gag, but if this f***er goes back to pretending he's got human legs again, I'm gonna call you on this because right now he's letting the whole world know goat men are real.
The whole world is an interesting way of describing the people at a casino that you can't leave.
Also, why would he be motivated to accept money from these guys when there's money just floating around all over the place in the underworld?
If you recall, the money that Charon accepted was golden drachmas, which are not in the weird floating valuables vortex. One of the many things I loved about the book is that it plays around with the reader's expectations of Hades being typecast as a villain from stuff like the Disney Hercules movie and Clash of the Titans, when he's really not that much worse than the rest of the gods. Rick used these expectations to make Hades the red herring, while Ares and Kronos were the real villains. However, when it came time to make the movie, all of that cleverness was thrown out of the window, and they decided, fuck it, let's just make Hades the villain again, despite the fact that this makes absolutely no sense given the direction the story goes in the later books.
The entrance to Olympus is there!
So again, how did they access Olympus from Earth before America existed?
Again, I don't blame you for missing this, because the movie explains absolutely none of this, but the gods move around to wherever the heart of Western civilization is. In the time of ancient Greece, the entrance to Olympus was on Mount Olympus.
Why are they practicing bad stage fighting? Are they putting on a play later? Is it like a drama camp?
I'm gonna go ahead and add one last miss Sin for how this movie fucked up the ending. Percy is still at camp when he was supposed to have gone back to school, while Grover is also still at camp when he's supposed to be out searching for Pan. This might not seem like a big deal, but by the time the sequel came out, there was so much nonsense that needed to happen to get the story back on track.